This is the neighborhood I grew up in. I lived here till I was in like early 20s. A lot of it's different, but a lot of it's the same too. I probably walked this block thousands of times in my life.
They say you can't go home again. But whoever wrote those words didn't know Chef Anthony Pino.
This is kind of the corner I hung out on as a kid. So, you know, you'd say the kids meet me for a game of stickball at the corner, and we all knew that was the corner to go to. So it's really kind of cool to be back in this neighborhood. It's really cool to have the restaurant right here. It's kind of like a dream job to come back here and work in the neighborhood I grew up in.
That restaurant is Cunard Tavern in East Boston. It's named after the Cunard line that would dock their vessels in Jeffreys Point right down the road. And there are nautical touches throughout the 65-seat dining room, like the stunning masthead hanging in the corner, the giant illuminated Cunard sign on the wall, and the shipping container doors that lead to the kitchen, where Chef Anthony captains the ship.
Guys, I need one burger mid-rare, one steak medium, need a runner for 7, one grilled swordfish, one brick chicken, one watermelon salad. Beautiful.
Cunard Tavern is owned by restaurateur Phillip Frattoroli, and the space it sits on has been in his family for generations. Because long before it was a restaurant, it was a business named Oscar's Woodworking, where Italian immigrant Oscar Forlani plied his trade.
My grandfather, Oscar Forlani, owned Oscar's Woodworking here for about 50 years and made kitchen cabinets and bathroom vanities for most of the North Shore, it seems like.
So in designing the restaurant, Philip paid homage to his grandfather's business, from the wood facade of the building and hammer affixed to the front door, to the wood shelving behind the bar and screwdrivers turned into tap handles. Even the host stand is made from Oscar's old table saw.
You know, he came here, he settled in East Boston in the late 40s and really achieved like the American dream in this property. So for us to be able to continue the legacy of a small business here, it's kind of nice, and I think he'd be happy.
The food at Cunard Tavern is as diverse as the neighborhood it serves, and having grown up about a block away, Chef Anthony is well schooled in the area's history and created a menu that honored it.
I designed the menu to kind of reflect the way the neighborhood changed over the years. East Boston was always like kind of a stepping stone for immigrants coming into the United States. So I tried to pull as many of the cultural influences and culinary influences from those different communities and incorporate them into American dishes to kind of reflect the changing culture of East Boston over the years.
So there are bacon-wrapped medjool dates stuffed with gorgonzola cheese, cider-glazed wings tossed in a sweet apple cider and chili glaze, grilled oysters topped with lemon and herb gremolata, and grilled fish tacos spiked with sliced mango, pickled cabbage, and a zippy chili aioli.
You get the bright, tangy flavor of the pickled red cabbage, you get the sweetness of the mango, the spicy fish, it's got a great texture, and you get the little crispiness of the grilled tortilla. Just taking some of the cultural influences from some of the Latin cultures that have come through East Boston over the years.
The Latin flavors continue through the menu in the form of the Cuban spring rolls.
This is the pork that goes in our Cuban spring roll. It's a slow-cooked pork shoulder in beer and a spice mixture. We shred this up, mix it with diced ham, pickles, and shredded Swiss cheese. Roll it up on the wonton and fry it.
Seafood is the star of the entree section of the menu, with grilled lime shrimp served over a flavorful chipotle avocado mac and cheese, and perfectly pan-seared scallops presented on a bed of sweet corn and lobster salad.
So we make a corn and lobster salad. It's very similar to the salad you get on a lobster roll. So use nice big scallops, get a really hard sear on the outside, season them just salt and pepper, let the actual flavor of the scallop shine through. And the combination of the hot scallop and the cold lobster salad really makes for a great temperature and texture mix for a bite.
Seafood even makes its way onto the burger. Check out the Samuel Cunard, a burger that most definitely is Boston approved.
We were thinking of what kind of burger could we make that screams Boston and screams Massachusetts, and to me a fried clam roll is something that I always used to like to get. So we grill a nice juicy burger patty, top it with American cheese, and then we top that with fried whole belly clams, tartar sauce, and shredded lettuce. So you get all the crispiness and creamy tartar sauce of a fried clam roll alongside the juicy burger, and it just makes a really great combination.
For some beef without the taste of the sea, order the grilled Flatiron Steak with red wine gravy served to the rather surprising side.
People ask all the time, they're like, did I order sweet potato fries or regular? We like to mix them because the mixture of the two flavors and textures goes really well with the sliced steak and the red wine sauce.
And to finish the meal, nothing says nostalgia like the peanut butter and fluff beignets.
You get that whole mixture of like a fluffernutter with a little bit of chocolate, which is definitely a sandwich I ate all the time as a little kid. So to turn it into a fried dessert was kind of a dream come true for me. there.
And for Chef Anthony, it's also a dream come true to bring something new to the old neighborhood.
What's great to me is I'm seeing locals that I remember growing up with, and I'm seeing the people who moved in a month ago and wanted to come to the hot new spot. And it's been a really great balance for me to be able to cater to both of those crowds and keep everyone enjoying themselves and coming back to the new neighborhood bar.